Renovation loans are sometimes the glue that can hold a real estate transaction together. My name is Kendall. I'm a loan officer here in Maryland. I help people buy homes all the time, also refinance. And sometimes when you have a home that is distressed, needs a little bit of work, the seller's not willing to make those adjustments to the home before closing, a 203K, a renovation, a home style loan can really be what you need to keep the transaction moving forward and keep everybody happy. So I had one close today, and about midway through the process, when we got the appraisal back, we noticed that there were some major repairs to this property that needed to be fixed. This is a conventional loan, but these were very, very glaring issues that came up on the appraisal. The underwriter and the appraiser said, these are health and safety issues, things with the foundation. This absolutely has to be corrected. So at that point, we had an option to either cancel the contract, or are we going to pivot into a renovation loan? This was really our only option because the seller was not willing to make these repairs before closing, but they were willing to work with us and the buyer and the agents to reduce the sales price or do what we have to do to make this work. So we came up with a plan of doing a renovation loan. We got a contractor involved. It has to be a contractor that is familiar with renovation. We got a HUD consultant involved. In this case, we did because it was structural work. We had them go out to the property, get a bid, what needed to be done. The buyer really wanted a couple extra things done, so we were able to put those in, get an appraisal back with the bid, with the help of this realtor who is an absolute angel. He really, really worked hard to keep this together and work the negotiation, but everybody was happy at the end of the day, and we were able to close on time. So the underwriters were happy because we were making repairs to the property. The seller's happy because they didn't have to do any work to the property. They were able to just reduce the sales price and give some seller credit. Buyer's super happy because they didn't have to bring too much more money to the closing table. We were actually able to keep the rate almost the same doing this renovation loan, and they were able to get into that property, and everybody's happy and we're able to close. So sometimes you think something's going to fall apart because the appraisal comes back and there are just repairs and we're at a standstill. Pivoting into a renovation loan really, really could save this deal. I love renovation loans. I think they are one of the most underutilized products because there are so many people that are involved with them. It can seem a little bit overwhelming. They are a little bit more expensive, but it allows you to do the projects that you want to the home. So purchasing the home, making those renovations all into one fixed monthly payment. So if you have questions about this, please let me know. But I had to share with you this success story because I just got back from closing and everyone walked away super, super happy. Oh, and the title company was amazing as well. They actually went to the seller's house and had them sign the documents. Made that extra step in this process, really, really helped us get those numbers exactly where they needed to be on the day of closing. When you have a renovation loan, you're going back and forth to finalize those numbers right up until closing. There are so many things that have to fall into place. And so having a title company that is diligent and knows what they're doing is also a super crucial piece of this puzzle. And it all has to come together and work. And we really did. And I'm super happy for everyone.